Sturino with Nick Foligno of the Columbus Blue Jackets. So, Nick, there are, I don't know if you know this, 20 sets of brothers in the NHL.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and obviously you and Marcus, one of those sets. So I got a chance to talk to him a few weeks prior, just talking a little bit about, growing up, pet peeves that you guys had, and what the relationship was like, being both in competitive hockey and obviously with your dad too.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's we're pretty fortunate. I think the biggest thing you look back and we didn't realize how lucky we were to have a dad who played in the NHL and then coached, and but that was all we knew. And to have a brother that you're following in the same footsteps as your dad, and he's doing the same thing. It's pretty special, and we feel really fortunate and privileged to be here. And but it's not with lack of fighting each other on the way up. So it's just as a brother, older brother, you're obviously really proud to see your brother fulfill his dreams and reach his dreams. But it's been pretty hilarious the way we got here. And I can honestly say when my brother was just before junior hockey, I don't know if his profession was going to be hockey. Both my dad and I actually looked at each other and said, I don't know if he's got it. And sure enough, he proved us wrong. So he still laughs at us for that one. But it's good to see him doing well.
I believe he told me that at first he was a goalie, and then you would shoot pucks at his head on purpose, and so he decided against it. Why are you so vicious?
That's what older brothers are for. Actually, I wanted him to be goalie, and then my dad told me he's not playing goalie, so he's like, you got to convince him to get out of the net, and because you need someone to shoot on as an older brother.
Right.
But after a while, I realized that goalie is a pretty crazy position, so I started to fire the pucks a little bit higher, balls a little bit higher, just to make sure he didn't like it too much. But now I think he's way tougher than me for that reason too.
What are some of his pet peeves that you always love to rip him on?
Oh, Marcus has a lot of them. He's probably the laziest person outside the game I've ever seen in my life. Just to get him going in the day is painful. So he'd probably bug me that I annoy him just because I want to get him moving all the time.
Yes,
but
yes.
If you've ever met someone that moves that slow in the daytime, it drives you insane. So that's one of my things.
So you were his personal alarm clock, I guess, woken up growing up.
Yeah, and actually funny, not a lot of people know this, but we shared a room till I think I was like 21. Even when I was in the NHL, I think I shared a room with my brother in the summer, and it was pretty funny because he's a sleepwalker. That's something that people don't know. Well, I think he grew out of it now, but he used to be when we were little, and that was pretty freaky as a kid. But yeah, I was definitely his personal alarm clock, and we had a lot of fights in the room that my parents probably didn't know about, but probably heard.
It sounds creepy stepbrother-ish.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Yeah, we didn't have any
no
bunk beds or
yeah.
no arts and crafts and anything like that, but no, it was pretty fun. It's pretty special. We have a great relationship because of it, and I think it's pretty awesome.
I asked him if you guys do any kind of bets or anything in the off season, heading into a season. Goals and points isn't going to really count because he said he admitted you're obviously the more offensively inclined, but it's always obviously when you guys play each other, the team one-on-one, you guys want to beat each other, but maybe you guys can get into a little bit of a wager in the off season, right?
Yeah, I think we have one this year actually. It's dinner for whoever has a season series, and I think I hate to say it, I think he's winning right now, so I could maybe tie him on this game coming up on Friday. So it's I don't want to owe him dinner. He already mooches off me enough in the summer, coming over for free dinners, so I don't have to pay for this one.
All right, so I'm going to ask you what I asked him. Now, in terms of either being similar or completely dissimilar, if you had to choose a brother pairing that describes you and Marcus, who would you choose? Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, Eli and Peyton Manning, Eddie and Charlie Murphy, Mark and Donnie Wahlberg, or Luke and Owen Wilson?
Oh, man. I got to go with Mark and Donnie Wahlberg. I'm big Wahlberg fans, and I'll give Marcus the credit. The younger one is a little more handsome than the older one, so I'll give him credit on that. But I'm way cooler. Donnie's way cooler.
I gotta say that he said the exact same thing. He said the exact same thing,
so sweet.
But he thought for sure he was Mark. But I called him Donnie because he seems like a boy band kind of guy.
Yeah, well, my sisters had more influence on boy bands than me, unfortunately. So thank God Marcus came along to snap us out of that one.
Right. Final thing we're going to do here, a little bit of brothers trivia game, okay? So I'm going to describe certain things that involve the word brothers, okay? So here we go. It's a popular reality TV show based on 16 strangers living in a house.
Big Brothers?
Correct, Big Brother. This is a movie, a comedy series, comedy with Will Ferrell and Adam McKay.
Step Brothers.
Yes, we talked about this already. Philadelphia is also known as the city of
Brotherly Love.
Right, this is so easy. Fulton Reed and Dean Portman, known as the
Bash Brothers.
Yep. Final, a volunteer organization where adults can be positive role models to youth.
Oh, Big Brothers and Sisters.
Perfect 5 for 5. I have to admit, Marcus got the last one wrong.
Of course, I'm way smarter. That's always one thing that'll happen, Marcus. I'm way smarter than you.
Awesome. Thank you very much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.